Evening, everybody. So team news is out, and it looks like we've gone for a 4-3-3. Obviously, pretty positive to see four at the back. I know, obviously, with injuries to defenders and whatnot, it was unlikely we were going to go for a 5. Go on then, my love, you want to get in. However, it's still positive to see us go for a 4 against Chelsea. It's Rosalie, by the way. Yeah, look, I would say we've gone for a 3 because obviously we've got Willock, Shelvey, and Hayden playing in the midfield, and then you've got. Darling, out of the way, my love. Good girl. Got ASM, Miggy, and Gale. It might turn out to be a 4-4-2 with Willock could play right midfield and Miggy left. Then you've got ASM and Gale up top, but I'd like to think it's a 4-3-3. I think 4-3-3 is a good option. The 3-man midfield, especially against Chelsea, a very possession-based team. We can compete in the midfield. You've got 3 different types of midfield players. You've got a dynamic, all-action, defensive midfielder, a spoiler, if you will. You've got Shelvey, who, when he's on form, is a deep line playmaker. You can pick passes, he can get forward, but he needs time and space on the ball. Then you've got Joe Willock, who is very much, from what I saw last week against Southampton, an not old school player, but very much a box-to-box midfielder. So I think the work rate of Hayden and Willock in making sort of dummy runs just to give Jonjo Shelvey that space he needs in the midfield against Chelsea could be really good. Then you've got to assume that ASM's on the left and Miggy's on the right, which again I don't think is a good call. I would much prefer to put ASM on the right and Miggy on the left, because Miggy's so much better off the left than he is the right. However, in recent weeks he's been playing really well in that number 10 position, so everything I've just said might be a load of rubbish. It might turn out to be Hayden, Shelvey in the 2-man, like, sort of pivot, Miggy in front of them, then Willock off the right, ASM off the left, and Dwight Gale. Who knows? I'm glad to see Dwight Gale on the starting lineup. I thought it would be Joe Linton. I thought that Steve Bruce would stick with Joe Linton. You know, he's his favourite, but it seems since Graham Jones has come in, that maybe they've got their heads together and thought, do you know what? With the unfortunate position we find ourselves in, struggling, we just cannot risk carrying another player, and we carry Joe Linton. So it's good to see Dwight Gale start. Hopefully he'll score tonight. Obviously, the back end of last season, he scored goals against Bournemouth, Villa, Liverpool. I'm not saying he's going to go on and hit double figures, but he's capable of scoring 5, 6, 7 goals in the rest of the season, which could save us. So overall positive. Jamal Lewis left back, Kraft on the right, Clark and Lascelles. I think obviously Lascelles is more of your Vidic to your Ferdinand, which Clark is. Clark's more of a get on the ball sort of player, better passer, brings the ball out. But with the 3-man midfield, I would say that we won't see Clark bringing out defence. He won't need to, because you've got those 3 midfield players, and we're not going to dominate the ball against Chelsea enough for him to do that anyway. So interesting to see Darlow's retain his place. I thought that Dubravka might be time to bring him back in, but no, I've got no problems there. Emil Kraft, I hope he can have a solid game at right back, because he is the only registered proper right back we have at the club now who's fit. So yeah, encouraging. I thought it would be Clark, Lascelles and Hayden in the 3 centre backs in a back 5, with then Jamal Lewis played out of position, Emil Kraft played out of position, but he's gone for playing players in their proper positions, and I was dreading this game. Now I'm fairly optimistic. I still don't think we'll win, but I think we can put in a good performance and maybe nick a point, and hopefully Dougie or Peppa Pig or whatever will go off soon and I can start watching the football. Cheers, boys.